A very warm welcome to you on the Media Talk Show series. This is where we talk about everything and anything that has to do with media professionals. It is a place for peer learning, veteran learning, learning from colleagues doing things in the industry so that we can all equip ourselves with the necessary tools and skills and information that is required to continue to be relevant in the media profession, whether as a digital media practitioner or the traditional media, which is TV, radio, print, and invariably online, which is digital. And of course, we are in an era where there is a convergence of the two, the digital media and the traditional media. Today, I have with me someone that is a digital marketing tech savvy individual. We've all been hearing conversations around digital marketing, digital marketers. Sometimes it sounds like, who are these people again? I quickly share this story before I welcome my guest. I was having a conversation with a colleague, a broadcast journalist who is a veteran. And then we had this conversation around, latching on the digital media space to market our programs, our media organizations, something that we are not doing. We are all still doing the follow-come kind of media marketing thing. You enter offices, you write letters, you write proposals, which is fine. But we need to cash in on the digital market space. Someone recently, is doing what I call like a content for people that we subscribe. And this person had like almost 10,000 people that registered for that content. And the price for registration for that content is 50,000 naira. Imagine if people subscribe to your program, to your organization, you have 10,000 people that will just pay 20,000 naira to get their content, their products, themselves, whether as a personal brand or their business brand, advertised. And you have that 10,000 people giving you just 25,000 naira for the month. Please multiply 25,000 naira times 10,000 subscribers. Are you seeing the numbers? That is the huge market that is available in the digital space. We will get into all of that, but let me quickly welcome my guest, Abel Wealth. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to having you here. Thank you for making out time to be on the Media Talk Show series. Who is Abel Wealth? We are going to know shortly. Now, Mr. Abel Wealth is a digital marketing expert, a web developer, an IT consultant, graphic designer, and public relations specialist. He is the co-founder of Toktok9ja, a multimedia organization that is on the digital space, an IT and media company. In 2019, Abel Wealth backed the CEO Merit Award as the youngest CEO at the African CEO Awards in Nigeria, following the success of his digital media company, Toktok Nigeria. Mr. Wealth is also the author of Why Digital Marketing. Why Digital Marketing? I love that title. Why is it important to have conversations around digital marketing? Because it looks like a word we are all throwing around. And so you will agree with me that I've brought the right person to have this conversation with. Once again, a very warm welcome to you, Abel Wealth.
Thank you so much for having me once again. It's good to be here.
So right away, let's get into the meat of it. I was looking at, I visited your page, Toktok9ja Media Online. And I saw that there was just a lot of adverts popping up, just popping up in my face. And I noticed that it's a digital media space company that provides coverage of Niger news, global news updates, events, interviews, entertainment. There's a lot going on in that space. And those things are usually things that we see on TV, media organization, or the radio organization. Now we have all of these as a convergence on a digital media platform. Before I go into asking you what has worked for you, how have you been able to market the Toktok9ja digital media organization or company? I want to first of all ask you, what motivated you to set up, even as a co-founder, to set up the Toktok9ja media digital media space? What motivated you? Was it that the TV, radio, they were not selling, so you had to move it up?
Thank you so much for this wonderful privilege. I'll call it privilege because I've been following you too. I see a lot of things you do. You've brought a lot of people on your platform, and I would say this is a privilege to also be on your platform. So over to the question, what motivated me? Wow. Okay. So basically, we started Toktok9ja like a play. Yes, we were not serious about it from the starting point. We were three friends. We just sat down and said, okay, look at Linda Ikedi. Linda Ikedi is making money, and she's not in the traditional media. She's not on TV. She's not on radio. She doesn't do newspaper. She doesn't have a magazine. She's in the digital space, and she has been there since 2016. 2006, sorry. She has been on the digital space in 2006, and she has made a lot of money, a lot of name for herself. So we said, this is something we could do too. Why don't we come up with something like that and see what comes out of it? So we sat down. We sat down in a restaurant. We were discussing about it. Okay, how do we go about it? We need a name first. So the first name that popped up, I said, okay, why don't we do Gossip Ninja? So yes. So my colleague, one of the founders, said, there's a lot of gossiping blog around there, and the name gossip, there's Gossip Mill, there's Gossip Ninja, there's Gossip this, that. The name is already a trend. That we should come up with a name that is distinct, that nobody has ever used. Because one thing about the digital space, for those that want to start, you should think of a name that nobody is using already. Something that when people wake up in the night, you can remember it's something very short, but carries a message. So he now said, okay, why don't we do Toktok9ja? And I said, Toktok9ja. Do you mean what kind of talk? Is it the TALK? He said, no, the Pigeon one. It's a Nigerian company, and Pigeon will sell. Why don't we do Toktok? Let it be in a Pigeon way, because there's already a Toktok that is TALK already on the net. So we want to be different from those people. So he now said, okay, let's see how we can have our own name that is distinct, that is even broken. It's a Pidgin English. I said, okay, wow, something we can do. So we now said, okay, we now thought about it. We now started working towards it, and we now develop it. So the motivation there was, we wanted to be like Linda Ikedi. We wanted to be like other bloggers there, making it big. That was the motivation. We did not really know what we were doing then, but we just wanted to start something. So along the line, it became one of the biggest blogs in Africa. If you go to our profile, you go through all the things we've done, it became a big platform actually. So along the line, somebody now joined us, a lady actually. She was a student at a Cyprus university, a Green American University, Cyprus. She was in a diaspora. So she joined the company. Then it wasn't even registered. It was just a blog. It was not registered as a limited, yes. It was not registered as a limited liability company yet. So we just started it as a blog. So she now joined us, and when she joined us, she started handling the Diaspora Connect column. We no longer have that column again. We used to have Diaspora Connect. So what she does is that she tells her story, how she was able to, leave Nigeria and go to Cyprus, the process of, leaving the country and how she was able to make it there in Cyprus. So she also interviews other students. So that column became very, very engaging.
It went
People
viral.
want to know how. Yeah, a lot of people wanted to know that then the process it involves to school outside the country. So they began following the blog there. Then where the big story now, because she was a student then.
Yeah.
She was a student in that university then, and she was handling this column right from Cyprus there. So she now got a lot of people following her story. She told her story how she graduated from Nigeria. And in the Nigerian school here, they didn't give her the course she wanted. She had always wanted to be a lawyer, but they didn't give her that course. So after her first degree, she had to pursue her what's it called, her ambition of being a lawyer. So she now applied to a school in Cyprus, and she was accepted into Cyprus. And she now did her desired course, which is law. So she was telling those stories at that column. Then something happened that blew the site. She told the first episode how she left Nigeria, how she entered Cyprus, all the whole front and back, and all the whole challenges she had on her journey. The second episode, she did some other updates. Then the third episode was when she graduated. And do you know what happened? She graduated as the overall best student.
Wow.
In Cyprus.
Wow.
That was 2018. So Toktok9ja was the first site that did that story. And if you do a story, if you're the first platform that does a story, other people that will copy from that story will definitely give you the honor of that story. They will reference you. That's one of the ethics of journalism. So when she became big, she now said, okay, how do we do this story? I said, you're already on the platform, you're part of the company already. Really? This is the best place to have this story before it now becomes viral. And it became viral. Immediately we did that news, legit did that news, and they referenced us. Pulse.ng did it, and they picked us up. They referenced us. A lot of, like, even now, if you go to the internet and search Ifeoma Onike, you see our news. And again, after then, she went for a master's and still came out as the overall best again, twice in a row.
So you have a team member who is an overall best double times, double honors.
Double times. So that story alone got us a lot of publicity. It publicized the blog, the platform. As at that time, we had a lot of people coming in just because of that one story. So that's where it started. So we now sat down and said, okay, we've now gotten the publicity we want. What do we do next? We have to register it, because if we don't register this, someone can take this name. So we now decided, okay, let's register it. Let's make it a company. Let's become directors. Let's become CEOs. That was how we registered it to become a tech and media company.
Let's now dive into digital marketing, as it were. We are talking about and focusing on digital marketing and marketers. You, as a co-founder, have successfully established the platform, the Toktok9ja Media Company, on or in the digital space. I like to be very practical as possible. As a case study or case in point, how have you been able to market your digital company? You've mentioned, doing stories that connect with your audience, like the story of your third partner. She was sharing real life stories. But in what other ways have you strategically, digitally marketed Toktok9ja? Just mention a few things you've been able to do, and how did that work for you?
Okay. One of the things I've been able to do to market it is collaboration. So when I say collaboration, collaborating with other brands that are in your line. Like I said, Toktok9ja is not just a media company, it's also a tech company. We do other services like web design, mobile app, digital marketing. We also do training. So we've done a lot of online marketing. We did marketing on social media. We did search engine optimization, which is part of marketing, because one of the things that make people to want to advertise on your website is if your website has credibility. So search engine, people would want to go and make people want to do research about your company. They want to use keyword to see what your company or your website ranks for. So we did a lot of SEO so that people can find us. Sometimes we have people abroad that will call us in and give us stories to publish for them. Although most of these stories are also paid. They'll pay for it. And there we have brands, companies.
That's the whole idea.
Yes, that's the whole idea. You have to make money from your business, yes. Of course.
Yeah.
It's not an NGO. It's we set it up to make money. So we have a lot of clients that we don't know already, that will call us in, that they've seen what we've done. Because, and again, referrals works a lot. Once you do it for one person, the other person will do it. Some brands will tell you, okay, we want you to do our branding for us, because we also do branding. Branding in terms of branding in terms of you set up a social media account for us, you manage it for us, you set up our website for us, you manage the website, you do everything that has to do with IT. And when we deliver a good job to them, we'll get referrals. They'll give us more referrals, because a good name is one of the things in this marketing business. Because if they know you, if they know your brand, that if they give you honesty too, because there are some people that will give you millions of naira and they don't know you from anywhere.
And so you don't want to mess
your reputation. So over the years, we've gotten a lot of clients, we've gotten a lot of celebrities that gives us, especially celebrities too. We have links to a lot of celebrities that gives us job to do for them, public relations job to do for them. We should put their image out there, their brand out there. And once you deliver to them, they refer you to other people. And we are very, very innovative. If you go to our website, we don't use the same team every 2-3 years. We change the whole look, the feel of the site, so that when people come in,
the website look, right?
Yes, when people come in, they will see something new, something more interesting. We don't just maintain one look. If we stay 3 years, we change how the website looks, so that when people come, it becomes more engaging. Then we prioritize quality. We prioritize quality, not quantity. So the kind of clients we handle, we'll make sure that we give them quality job. If they ask us to do content marketing for it, they ask us to write content and publish it on our website, and maybe some of them we are managing their social media handles too. We should handle it. We make sure that we put the right content out that will give their business a good reputation and image, and that will drive sales to them, because they want to make money too. If they are paying you to do this service for them, it's because they want to also make money too. So you should be able to give them, you should be able to give them what they want. So we will prioritize quality. We are innovative. These are things that have been working for us. We do a lot of collaborating. Like, there are some collaborations that are not paid for, but the connection that comes with the collaboration is what we're looking at. Like, there are some organizations that we cite them that in 2-3 years, this organization is going to become big. We offer them our service. Sometimes at no cost. Yes.
That's being proactive.
Yes, at no cost, because we've discerned already that this organization in 2 years, 3 years time, they will become very big. And if we are the ones marketing them, even now they've not become a big brand. If we are the ones marketing them, when they become big, they will still want to retain us.
Exactly.
So these are some of
Exactly.
the, yes. So these are some of the concepts I've been able to use along the years, across the years, along the years, or whichever, to see how we can make Toktok9ja become the brand that we want it to become. It is not there yet, but we are getting there.
I
So
love
that's
I
it.
love what I'm hearing. I love what I'm hearing. You know, the ways you are marketing your digital company, media company is collaboration through CEO search engine optimization, referrals, um, defining the services you provide. You know, you need to be, if you are a media organization or a media content provider or a media professional, you need to define the services you provide. You were clear. And news, you manage content. It wasn't just about putting news online. You also offered other services. You also talked
Yeah.
about a good name. You talked about innovation, website look, you know, always changing. Don't be static, don't be rigid. Give your audience something new, because again, the digital space feeds on new things, it feeds on the visual. So you have to do things, you know, differently. And then you're also proactive to, sometimes not everything is money. You also sometimes give free, you know, visibility to companies that you have strategically identified to make it, or to blow, as it were, in the next few
Yeah.
years. And that is that's a very smart move. Now let's come down right to it. Talking about digital marketing. You know, digital marketing sounds like a word that we all throw around in the techie time that we have found ourselves. Can you quickly just, you know, share or define or explain what digital marketing means? Not a class per se, but, you know, an understanding, because I think it took, for someone like me, it took me time to actually make sense of digital marketing. You know, sometimes we think digital marketing is just because you are posting online. That's digital marketing. You know, so you want to explain to us what is digital marketing?
Okay. A lot of us do digital marketing without even knowing that we are doing it. You know,
Yeah.
you ask somebody, is your business on the digital space? I think it's because of the word digital, you know. It comes with a lot of meaning, and so many people get the wrong meaning. You tell them, is your market
Yeah.
in the digital space? They'll tell you no, they'll tell you no. But you have a WhatsApp group that you share information. Is that not
Yeah.
digital marketing? You know? But yeah, that is digital. You have a WhatsApp group. Let's not go to Facebook page, email marketing, SEO, and all that. You have a WhatsApp a business account, even if it's not a WhatsApp, your personal WhatsApp that you use in sharing. You have a group. Maybe you are in the restaurant business. So anytime that you prepare a good vegetable soup, you have a group you share it to,
Yeah.
and people say, so the food is ready. We are coming. Oh, that is digital marketing. So
Exactly.
let me sum it up to the layman's point of view. Digital marketing is promoting your products and services using the digital channels. So what are these digital channels? I think that's a question that most people will ask. Digital channel
Yeah.
could be your Facebook page, could be your WhatsApp that you're already using. It could be your
Mm.
email, is a
Mm.
channel. It could be your email. It could be a website, your blog. It could be your blog. That's a digital channel. Anything that people can have access to through the internet. So if they're
Oh,
accessing
that's
your
digital
product,
marketing.
that is digital marketing. If they're accessing your product through your website, you're doing digital marketing. If they're accessing your product via an email they read from you, you're doing digital marketing. If they're accessing your product through which other, there are so many. If they're accessing it through website, social media, there are a lot of channels that we'll look at. So if they are accessing your products or your services through that means you are doing digital marketing already.
Yeah.
So what is the concept of digital marketing? Why are a lot of people having this misconception that digital marketing is only when you go on your page and do like an advert, or you just post something. Some people don't even know how
Or
to
come and
post,
buy you.
or come and buy. And you understand? So what's the whole concept of digital marketing? What are the digital marketing channel, if you might go through into it very well? We have a lot of digital marketing channel. We have the content marketing, which is selling your products via content. Content could be it could be video content. That if you're on YouTube, it could be video content. It could be tests, just like you write like an article and put it online. That's part of content marketing. It could be a podcast. It could be SEO, search engine optimization. Why do you do search engine optimization? You do it because you want to optimize. You want to set, let's say you want to set the search engine. When we talk about search engine, we talk about Google search. If you go to your online and you type www.google.com, it takes you to an environment where you can search for anything. You can search for, maybe you want to buy the latest Ankara in town. You can go on search engine and say, where can I find the latest Ankara on time? And it takes you to a website where you can buy it. Now that website have already optimized their content so that once you search for those kind of words, it takes you to that website. That's why we are saying search engine optimization. So in my case, as I'm a digital marketer,
let me hold your thought there. I mean, this is not a class for search engine optimization, so I'm not expecting you to explain everything that we should be paying you money for. But maybe in simple terms, really, because when you say CEO, search engine optimization, it looks like a very big techie word. Now, correct. You might want to provide guidance, maybe in a sentence, so that we can also talk about why digital marketing is important for media professionals and organizations. Now, my mindset about digital search engine optimization is that the use of words that people normally search for in your content, the more you post and share, it increases your ranking. Am I correct?
Yes, you're correct. So when you say the use of words that are related to your field, it's called keywords. So you first of all have to do a keyword research. You research on keywords that match your organization or your service or your product.
That people are always, you mean keywords that people always use in your industry
Yes.
or service? Oh, okay.
Yes. Then let me just touch one or two so that we don't make people confused. So the search engine is on the page and is off the page. You can also do your search engine optimization outside your website or your platform. You could do that when you post on social media. So once you have a post published on your website or your platform, and you share the link to social media, you're also doing search engine optimization, but then you're doing it outside of the page. You're not doing it on the page.
So more people can click from your page.
So when people click, that is it. You're still optimizing your website if you do that too.
Now, I want to quickly ask, hashtags, are they also tools of optimizing your search engine optimization?
Yes, they are. But they are not on the page. You're not doing the hashtag on your website. You are doing it on social media. And and why you do that hashtag is to tell the search engine, because there's a search engine within every social media. Just like you have a search engine that searches all over all the whole website. Any social media you're using, there's a search engine in it. So if you do that hashtag, it means that anybody that use that hashtag can track any of your writing. Let's say maybe you have a brand, your name is hashtag Adebisi so. So anybody that search hashtag Adebisi so would get all the whole posts that you've done using that hashtag.
Oh, great.
So it's also a form of optimizing your content. Yes.
So in simple terms, search engine optimization is making it easy for people to find you by using keywords, hashtags, posting more, and don't just stay on your website. Post on your personal page. Share what you do on your personal page, which now brings me to the next question. Why is digital marketing important for media professionals? Because again, when I listened to your conversation a few weeks ago with someone else, it was a Facebook Live or something. You were talking about digital marketers and digital marketing. And I got some insights, which is why we are having this conversation. Why is digital marketing important for media organizations and media professionals, whether you're a journalist from TV, print, or whatever? Why is it important for us to consider? Why is it a skill that is important for us to know, learn about, and acquire?
Very beautiful question. I love this question. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. I have a lot of angles I can go from, but let me see where I can start from. Yes, let me start from a media company. You are in the traditional media and you don't have a digital presence. You're already planning to fail. Because, yes, I don't want to mention some names of some media that are no longer relevant because, yes, we don't want to promote them either. There are some traditional media that are already off the hook, if I may say. They are not relevant again because they don't have online presence. They don't have digital
They become
presence.
obsolete.
They've become obsolete because they choose to become. That is why you see, you see, for instance, you see Channels TV. They have their Channels TV on what is it called? They have it on YouTube. They have the normal, their traditional media, but they still have
a channel.
Media.
Same with CNN and CNN.
Same with
Fox. You will see all of them there.
If I shock you, if you see the amount of people that watch these media outlets, if you check the online people that watch it, are 10 times more than the ones that are on the TV.
The terrestrial one. Yeah.
So what time do you have to even sit down and watch your television when you are at work or you are at business or you are in a conference? But with your mobile phone, you can access these medias because they have a digital media presence. They're on the digital space. You don't need to sit down in the house before you watch them. So coming to the journalists, as a journalist, you write for, maybe you write for a newspaper or you're a reporter or whichever one.
Not just so we have broadcast journalists, we have a print journalist. So whether you are writing, you are a broadcast journalist or print journalist, or even you are a producer producing content, anything that has to do with media profession, right?
Yes, you have to, when creating your content, you have to put the digital media in your head too, because the way you write for the traditional, like the newspaper, will not be the same way you write for the blog. Because if you're writing for the blog, if you're writing for the blog, you must use keywords. Except maybe you just want to write and at the end of the day, nobody's reading. Because people that come, you don't only trust on people that come daily to read from your outlet. You trust on search engines to be able to bring out what people search. And when they hit your website, you have a view. So you must also put in mind that you're writing this thing for the media space too. You're writing it for a blog. So you need to know how to write it so that you include keywords. Even as a producer, you need to keep in mind, okay, I'm a producer. Where am I producing? Where my content that I'm producing, where am I going to put them? Which media platform am I going to use? Am I going to use Instagram? Am I going to use Facebook? Because if you're using Instagram and you're doing content, there's content for story. There's content for video. Then there's content for post. So the way you set your camera, you want to set it in such a way that you are making content for this specific reason. So if you're going to go and set your camera like this in the landscape, you want to upload it as a reel, then you've lost it. So as producers, as media people, it's good to know these things, because you're going to put content out there, and at the end of the day, you put content that are not, they don't go with the ethics of the digital media space.
Digital platform, yeah, that you are using.
Then you put content that are not getting engagement. Because if you put content that are, like, let's say you're doing reels. Reels tells you that you should record your content with your phone like this, not like this.
Not like that. Okay.
So assuming you want to put a reels out there, maybe on Instagram, and you went to go and record your content like this, you won't get much engagement, even if the contents are top notch, because you're doing a landscape instead of portraits.
So it will affect how people view that content.
It will affect, yes, the view and the engagement, how people engage on your content. Because me, I want to see content. If I'm going for reels, if I'm going for your status, I want to see content that are portrait. So all these things have to be taken into cognizance. You have to be able to know, okay, the digital space, what is my expectation? If you're covering, let's say you're covering an event, you should be able to have it in your mind. Okay, what would people like? Because people that go to traditional media and the people that go to digital media, they are different.
Yeah.
So that is why digital marketing is important for journalists. There are two different kinds of people. If you go and do content that are made for the traditional media, which is newspaper, and without editing it and putting the paparazzi that will make it be more engaging on social media, and you just dump it like that on social media, you won't get the engagement you should. The more reasons why journalists, media professionals should also know about digital marketing. Okay, I'm putting this thing on a digital platform. What is going to make the story sweet?
How will I reach more audience with this my content?
Yes. How would I reach more audience? And what am I even putting there? Because you have to put stories that trend on the digital.
I guess the challenge again is, when we talk about the professionalism aspect of our work as media professionals. So there are certain ethics which you are aware of that is required for journalists. So again, you do a story that your editor approves. It's the same story that goes in your paper that will go on the for example, the newspaper, social media or blog space or website. So there's that thing about professionalism where you write stories as should be written as is expected in the ethics of the profession. So again, I think maybe what we can say here from this conversation is, in as much as you want to maintain, because they may not be able to go all the way like just bloggers do, unless you are a content creator that has your own blog space, which is flexible, you can do. But when you are working within the ambience of the media space, like a core media space, there are certain expectations. So, but I think maybe what we can borrow from what you are saying is, as much as even for the your newspaper content, I think we should be mindful of the keywords. So keywords can still be useful in your article or your content, as it were. You can still infuse them in a professional, ethically acceptable way, but bearing that in mind, or else you do something else for the paper and you do something else for the online, which I don't think they will really have the time and money to do all of that. So I think from what Abel is saying is, keywords in your content as a media professional, hashtag, reshare. You post something on your organization's TV station or your print media or something, reshare it on your personal space. Don't leave it there and think, oh, people will just go there because that is the thing. Now let's come down to, marketing, as it were, because every media organization or professional wants to eventually earn and be remunerated for what they are doing. Why? I'm coming down to the art of digital marketing. Digital marketing is important. It therefore means that we must have digital marketers. So what does it take to become a digital marketer? So that our people can know you can market yourself as an individual, you can market your content, you can market your organization. So what does it take briefly to become a digital marketer? What do we need to do to learn this?
It's all about mindsets. It's the will to do it. You don't need to be a tech person. You don't need to be coding. You don't need to be a programmer to learn digital marketing. I was not a programmer before I learned it, although I know how to develop webs and do all that later on. But when I started it, I never knew anything about web design and all that. So you don't need to be a tech person before you learn digital marketing. Digital marketing is open for everybody. Everybody can learn it. And how do you learn it? You learn it by having a mentor is one way of learning it. If you have someone that is doing it, then you can learn from that person.
Okay.
Then there are a lot of materials out there. I started from YouTube, actually. There's a lot of materials on digital marketing, types of digital marketing, how to apply it to your business. This goes out to market women. This goes out to business owners. You don't need to necessarily pay a professional to handle it for you. This goes out mostly to startups, people that are just starting up, maybe journalists, because I think all what we are doing has to do with journalists and journalism and the
media professionals.
Yes, you don't have to pay a professional person like me or any other person out there to learn how to do these things. You can do it by learning it yourself. And don't procrastinate. I have seen a lot of people that will say they will. At the end of the day, they end up not doing it. And we are in the IT world. Everything is possible. There's nothing that you want to learn with ChatGPT that you cannot. Just the way you're asking me this question. Yes. Just the way you're asking me this question. You can go to ChatGPT. And one thing about ChatGPT that they've done that I like now is that you don't even need to register. You can go there if you don't want to register.
Some level.
It's free to a lot of levels, yes.
To a certain level,
to a certain level, yes. You don't have to register. You can just go there and use it without even registering. But I always advise people to register, because once you register, any question that you ask or any work that you're working on will be recorded for you. Yes, if you log into ChatGPT using your email address, whatever thing that you do there, it is saved for you for reference purpose. So maybe you started learning, maybe you told it, how do I start digital marketing? Give me step-by-step procedure in starting it. I want to set up my company in the next 2 years. If you write it there for ChatGPT, it shows you everything you need to know. From there, you can now pick out, yes, it can even bring out a learning module for you on how you can be learning it gradually. Then there's a lot of free courses out there online. Use Google. Google is very, very powerful. There's nothing that you want that you can't get from Google. Even in my website too, I offer some free courses, that's beginners courses for people that just want to start out. Search for these materials online, download them, go through them. The ones you don't understand, go to ChatGPT and you can ask ChatGPT to make you understand a topic that you're not, maybe you read it somewhere, but you don't really have. You can tell it to explain to you like a SS3 student or like a GS1 student. It will explain it to you. Yes. So you can learn these things yourself. You don't need to pay too much to professionals, to people that are already making it in the field to learn it. You start by learning it by yourself. You take what's it called? You take that step, that first step of saying it, I can do it by myself, because Abel Wealth, I did it by myself. It was along the line that there's a necessity for you to get certification. So I got certification
because you want to start. You were beginning to provide services, so you needed to acquire more knowledge and skill.
Yes, credibility. So I got certification from Google. I got from Meta. You're now on Facebook as a digital marketing associate. I got with Microsoft as a co-pilot professional. So later on, you could start once you start advancing in the career. And this career is for everybody. Everybody should know how to do digital marketing. at this age,
I
because we are in
agree.
the jet.
I agree.
Yes, we are in the jet age. Everything is digital, and AI is taking over. So if you're not, as a journalist, let me even break it down. If you don't know how to use ChatGTP, then you're going to be left behind later on, because now people are not looking at how to write. People are looking at how to prompt engineering. That is what is involved, because there's a lot of writing out there in the digital space already.
That you can
So this
leverage
AI,
on.
yes, this AI can help your writing skills as a journalist. So you need to know how to use it. I think that is not the bone of contention, but I'm just chipping that in.
No,
Because as
that's
a
very,
digital
very
marketer,
important. I mean,
yes,
if you know how to use it, you are also marketing yourself digitally, really. Yeah.
because some organizations will not even employ you if you don't know how to use AI.
Yeah,
AI
that's
is
where we are
now,
going. They are
yes,
beginning to request for it as some of the JDs in a job
yes,
description, in a job
yes,
application. They're like, can you use AI for what AI tools can you use? So
yes.
these are very important. I love what you have said. Everybody can learn digital marketing. Every one of us can be digital marketers. Loads of opportunities abound in the digital market space, whether as an individual, whether as a media professional, whether as a media organization, which brings me to say that media organizations should, of necessity, provide opportunities for their staff to learn new tools. If you have a marketing department, everybody has become a marketer in the time, whether you're a producer, news reporter. Organizations are saying, go out there and make money. So you want to learn digital marketing because there is a lot of money to be made online. Remember my analogy. Somebody is providing a content that 10,000 people pay 25,000 naira for. Please calculate it. Calculate that 25,000 times 10,000. That's more money than what you are making just moving from one company to the other. So you want to tap into that digital space market as a media professional, as an individual, whether you're running your business, you're running your own blog or digital media blog like Abel Wealth here. So this we cannot have this conversation, and we can't finish it here. So if you want to learn more, we have to, go out there, use the YouTube resources, use the free resources, and then when you are able to learn the basics and you want to start providing the services on a level where you need credibility, you need to latch on bigger organizations, then you can do certification like our guest here. So before I release you, I want you to quickly talk about your book, Why Digital Marketing. So if we want to get the book, if we want to get your book, Why Digital Marketing, I mean, you have given us your time here free of charge. We would like you to just maybe quickly in one sentence or in 1 minute talk about the book and then tell us where we can get the book for those of us interested in getting it.
Okay, thank you for this wonderful opportunity. You can see I'm smiling because yes, every writer wants to sell. So,
Yeah.
so this is the book, Why Digital Marketing. It's a book that contains everything you need to know about your digital marketing journey, from search engine optimization to display advertisement. I know a lot of people don't know what is display advertisement, but that is what you saw when you went to my site. So that's
Yeah.
display advertisement.
I saw a lot of display advert that you are making
Yeah,
money from,
yeah.
cashing out.
So the social media marketing, which a lot of you are already aware of, there's email marketing, there's content marketing. Everything you need to know about marketing as a beginner and a professional, you need this book. So you can get this book on Amazon. You can get it also on Seller. Seller is a platform that allow you sell books like this. Then you can also, if you want to, have a one-on-one with me, you can check my website, Abel Wealth Diary. Once you put Abel Wealth on the search engine, it takes you to my social media handles. It takes you to my website. Then we can now start that conversation from there. Right. So the book goes for only, we made it very, very affordable for people to buy because we want to impact We are not too keen on making too much money. So it's just $5. That is on Amazon. $5. Then
What about
if
in
you're not,
Nigerian? In Nigeria, if you want to buy it from, like, do you have it on
yeah, if you want
seller
to
or
buy
no?
it in, yeah, it is on seller. I think it's equivalent on seller, equivalent of $5. It has been there since I launched the book years back. I've not changed the price because I want to impact people and not just only make money. Why making the money? At least
Making money
let's
is
make it
important,
available.
though.
Yeah, but let's make it available to as many as possible. Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing your book. Just so you know, uh, Mr. Abel Wealth has given his free time on this show to come and educate us about digital marketing and marketers, as it were. So this is not a paid for slot because he's giving his free time. I just thought it was nice that we also do him the same honor to at least share from what he does so that anyone can benefit from it. So this is not a paid for content. This is a free. He's giving freely from his wealth of experience, and we are also, giving freely from the media talk show platform so that we can all learn. Of course, that is not to say that we'll not have content in the future that they will pay for, but this is free, so I didn't collect
Yeah.
any money. So thank you so much for coming on the media talk show series with me, Adebisi Adetunji. It has been very insightful. My takeaway personally, because I always learn from my guests, my takeaway is, changing the look of my outlook of my website. That's something I'm taking away from this, to get people, engaged, gives people something new to do. So we need to be innovative, innovate. Don't do the same thing the way you have done it since 1919. When you need to keep innovating as a media professional, you need to latch on different formats of content. It could be video, it could be writing, it could be graphic, it could be picture. Put all of these together to, do your digital marketing online. And if you're a media organization, you want to spend time really invest in digital marketing so that you can latch in on the plenty money. There's money in the digital space. So yeah, there is money, and that's where we are going. That the digital space is the place. So if you are not there as media professionals, and we are just losing out, and then we become frustrated that, we are not making the necessary, we are not as visible as possible. The other people, they are getting the audience, we are not making money as we should. Why? I'm putting in so much, my content is wow, but nobody is seeing it and nobody is buying into it. So it's important that we don't sit back in the digital era. Please and please invest in knowledge about digital marketing. Adopt the free resources. Do something for yourself individually and as organization. Thank you so much again for coming on Media Talk Show series with me, Abel Wealth. Thank you so much for this time that you have spent to share from your wealth of experience.
Thank you very much for having me. And I hope our viewers there have learned one or two. So don't procrastinate. Start going digital today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Don't procrastinate. Start going digital. And if you're already digital, please move inside more and learn more so that you can benefit maximally from the digital space and marketers space. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Media Talk series. Thank you for staying through. I hope you've been able to learn a thing or two. And like I will always say, we are going to the top together. I am rooting for you. Catch you on another episode with some other interesting colleague, peer, or some other person that can teach us something in the media profession that will keep us relevant. I want you to keep on your A game. And one of the words, my mantra for this year is the what's more principle. What's more? You need to think as a media professional and as an individual. What's more? What can I do more? What can I do more? How can I do better? What more can I do? How much more can I innovate? What other knowledge can I move into? What's more principle? And it's a wrap from my end here. I want to wish you well. Bye. See you next time soon.